Hi folks, this is Aquifel again, and as I promised, I'm going to talk about the New Japan Best of the Super Juniors tournament, respectively only day 3 and 4 of this tournament. I'm a little bit behind, I know, but I've seen day 5 or most of day 5 already, and yeah. Hopefully I'll be able to do day 5 and 6 around Thursday, maybe even tomorrow. And yes, hopefully I'll catch up and can review the final just in time. But first of all, day 3, the opening tournament match was Metsadel versus Bushi, and I had high hopes for Bushi because, well, obviously he's a very good wrestler, a good junior heavyweight, and he's a nice heel with Los Ingobernables de Japón. He really does good heel work. He does so in this match. And it's fast-paced action. It's back and forth between him and Sadel, as was to be expected. But in the end, Matt Sadel wins. Bushi is still without a win or without a single point. That's a little bit disappointing for me, especially as I had hoped that they would push the Los Ingobernables in the junior division too. Well, thus far they established them further as heels, but they didn't really push Bushi. Anyway, the match is good. It's entertaining to watch. And so next match was Kyle O'Reilly versus Gedo. And Kyle O'Reilly winning here was sort of a given because Gedo is 47 years old, a veteran of the junior division, and he doesn't need to be in the top spots in this tournament because why would he? I mean, go on, really, why would he need a win or need to be one of the top dogs in the junior division? He doesn't even compete that much in junior matches anymore and sort of fills in here. Still, I gotta admit, even if there was no surprise in Kyle O'Reilly winning, Gedo really made a stand, and he really gave Kyle O'Reilly a hard match or a hard-fought match. And in the end, still, or again, a very, very nice match, pretty entertaining to watch, and your classical or your classic Kyle O'Reilly stuff that if you like it, you like it. If you don't like it, well, then probably the match doesn't work for you as well as it did for me. On to Ryosuke Taguchi versus David Finlay. And Ryosuke Taguchi, I'm not the biggest fan of him because often he's more, not as serious. He has his hip attacks and all the stuff. It's a little bit goofy, and I'm not a fan of it. But in this match, he kept the hip attacks and the comic stuff to a minimum. And David Finlay, of course, a young lion who's very talented. It's no surprise if you look who his father is, and he's a great brawler and a great technical wrestler, and his son seems to have inherited much of it, or at least much of his talent. It's a shame that he is that most of the offense is by Taguchi. And if Finlay is on the offense, he's definitely he has the tempo, he has the pace, and of course he has the impact. And his offense looks good. I want to see more of it. He's obviously a talented guy. Still, Taguchi goes over here, and I'm like, great, because I'm not a fan of Taguchi, and I don't see any point in pushing him even to the middle of this block A. So hopefully he'll give younger guys and more talented guys and less goofy guys some wins in the next days, because otherwise, a David Finlay should go or should end this tournament with at least 2 wins, i.e. 4 points. Well, the last match of day 3 was Rocky Romero versus Kushida, and this match got a little bit more time. Most of the other matches are around 10 minutes. This one was 15 minutes, so that's nice. And of course, with more time, you have more possibilities to really show what you can do and to really build up a great match. Rocky Romero, Kushida. Well, Kushida, of course, even while losing, pointed out or could showcase why he is the champion of the division at the moment. I mean, he and Rocky Romero, and Rocky Romero is a guy who definitely can wrestle, but whom you don't see as a big singles competitor in New Japan as of yet. Because in New Japan, Roppongi Vice and other stuff before that, he's more of the junior tag team guy at the moment. So, well, anyway, he and Kushida, they had a good match, very good match. Was nice to see, and again, a lot of fast-paced action, some nice counters, and a lot of back and forth. And as most of these matches have, because, well, if you have 10 minutes, of course, you have a lot of back and forth, a lot of fast-paced action. They do it with 15 minutes, and even in losing, Kushida still showcased how good he is. Romero got a chance too, so that was nice. The ranking after day 3, the second day of Block A, is Rocky Romero, Ryosuke Taguchi, and Kyle O'Reilly, all 3 in the lead with 4 points, followed by Gedo and Matt Sydal with 2 points, and last place, so to speak, David Finlay, Bushi, and Kushida all with 0 points, and I wouldn't have thought that these guys would have 0 points, but, well, it's just the second day of the Block A action, so we'll see where that leads. On day 4, we have, Volador Jr. versus Tiger Mask, and again, I forgot to mention this with day 3, again, very small venue, no commentary. It's, well, different. Anyway, Volador Jr. versus Tiger Mask, okay match, pretty decent. I would have expected more from these two, but, well, sometimes you just don't get it. It's not a problem. Jushin Thunder Liger versus Chase Owens was, up to that point, the shortest match of the tournament, I think. And the whole point was to get Chase Owens across as a heel. He is a little bit cocky and insulting to Jushin Thunder Liger, and if you use heel tactics against a guy like Liger, of course the crowd will put the heat on you. And I think they wanted to position him as a clear-cut heel in order to make the fans see, hey, this is not a cool high-flying guy, who had a nice match with Will Ospreay. That's a heel. You shall not like him. Well, Owens lost this match, and after that he and Yujiro Takahashi attacked Liger, which of course really put the heat on him. And, well, I think that Owens and Finlay are in the tournament instead of the Young Bucks is a good thing. It's really beneficial to the tournament because I really, the Young Bucks, I'm a little tired of them in tag team competition and singles competition. It would only be worse. So, now, one of the best matches of the tournament this far is Ricochet versus Bobby Fish. And Ricochet, he's fast, he has nice kicks, he is good at high flying, which he showcases all. Bobby Fish, he is very versatile with his shoot style, some submissions, and of course some suplexes, and he can take to the air too, which he showcases here. So we have two very, very talented guys. With Ricochet, it's more like talent, and with Bobby Fish, it's more like seasoned veteran. And, well, they just work great together. Hey, work great together, have good chemistry, and the match itself, well, as I said, it's nice, fast-paced, back-and-forth action throughout the match. Very entertaining, and, well, obviously one of the best matches of the tournament thus far. Not a match of the year candidate like Kushida versus Kyle O'Reilly, but it's still a very, very good match. And the last match of day 4 was Beretta versus Will Ospreay. And yeah, well, Beretta, he is a cocky heel. And yeah, of course, after the first trade, he goes to Will Ospreay and through the hair. I don't know, in Germany you say, hat ihm die Haare verwuschelt. Doesn't work that way in English, so he patted him like, oh yeah, good guy. You'll be a big dog soon. And Ospreay was like, what the fuck? And after the next trade, yeah, he returned the favor with, oh, you're a good Beretta. that was funny, and it's always nice to see for young guys to utilize stuff like that, especially a young guy like Ospreay. And well, he's has been in the ring for some time now, so he knows such routines. But still, always nice to see it. After that, yeah, Beretta, of course, he is the heel, and he works like as a heel, and yeah, of course, he has more power than Ospreay, which serves is good to catch. For example, a rather light guy like Ospreay, when he comes flying, he can catch him and hit his own move. Well, Ospreay, of course, he's faster, and he's a spectacular high flyer, and yeah, of course, he shows it in this match. And although it's, again, a little bit more than 10 minutes, or well, it's almost 12 minutes, it's a rather short match, but still those two pull it off. That the match is fast-paced and is really entertaining. It has a little bit of story. It has everything it takes for a match to be good. And this match, again, a very cool match. And together with Ricochet and Bobby Fish, and at day and with Kushida and Kyle O'Reilly at day 1, definitely the best matches of the tournament, although the main event of the first day still stands for itself in that respect. So anyway, as I mentioned, I've seen almost half of day 5. I'm sure I can deliver a short review, overview rather, for day 5 and 6, maybe tomorrow, maybe Thursday. So, hopefully you enjoyed it, hopefully you'll tune in next time, and well, so long.